Good morning. Good morning. All right. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. So, today I want to talk a little bit about a trip that I have coming up. I am heading to Montreal and I'm going to be speaking on stage with quite a few people. And I'm going to just tell you straight up a few years ago, this would have never happened. Now, what do I mean by this? When I was probably within the last 5 years, there were times when I was asked to get up on stage or to speak in front of a group of people, and I just didn't feel good about it, and so I would sit down and I would stress over it, and I'd write out all these scripts, and I would just, be completely consumed by even a small, minuscule amount of effort, and I could feel myself when I walked out in front of people that it was almost a frozen state. And for some reason, I had never really had this issue before, and it's like I had taken some time off away from speaking to a large group, and then all of a sudden here I was, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I didn't know what was going on, right? So how did I go about solving this problem? One of the things that I did was I went out and I found a communications coach. And this communications coach helped me with this exercise called the random word exercise. Now, it sounds kind of strange, but I'm going to tell you it's very, very useful. And then I want to get it a little bit. I want, as we go further, I want to talk about this trip to Montreal, but let me back up. So, the whole purpose of this random word exercise is to every day take 3 to 5 words from another individual and you shoot a short 1 minute video on each one of those words and you trade, right? Now, at one point, because I was wanting to be so good at this, I was trading 3 to 5 words with 5 to 7 people every single day. So we're not talking about, you know, three minutes or 5 minutes. We're talking about up to 35 minutes of random words every single day for a good half a year to a year. Now, why is that important? And how are we going to bring that back to today? So, after doing that for a period of about 6 weeks, I stepped on stage. And when I stepped on stage, I was still in a mindset of I had still studied the script. And what I noticed was that I was much more comfortable, still not quite myself. And so the thing was that I walked off of that stage at that point in time and I said, how do I improve this? And so I continued to do these exercises. But I also started doing 3 to 5 minute videos, responding to friends with videos, sending out messages whenever I could via video communication. And the next time I spoke was at a fairly large event. And again, I got a little better. And again, it was, what do I do to continue to get better? How do I fix that? What were the things that I was missing? And so now I'm going to fast forward a few years. I have learned that I am now completely confident in stepping on stage. I no longer feel the nerves that I had then. And I know that I'm going to be okay. So, what does that do? It alleviates the tension, makes my speech much, much better, and puts me in position to where I feel very confident that what I deliver is going to be good. Now, how did I get to that point? Number one, I had to be willing to fail. I had to be willing to work through the exercises. I had to be willing to feel stupid at times because I absolutely did. But now I'm sitting at a point where I was able to correct those issues that I had and I can actually get on stage and speak with total and utter confidence. Remember that the next time that you're struggling with something, because you are very, very, very capable of doing anything you put your mind to, as long as you're willing to go out and actually put in the time, put in the effort, and push yourself to become better. Again, Don't worry about opinions. Just worry about yourself, and great things will happen for you. Bye.